I can't wait for my second cup of coffee. Ash Trevino thing. It is Pisces season. His Roman Empire is trap lore. It's just gorgeous. I love it. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It is a lovely Wednesday. Good morning. Let's see what our Snorlax is at. It's at Master 5. So we're making good progress. I hit Master 1 on Tuesday. So that's pretty exciting. And this is the team that I'm trying to grow for Growth Week. So we've got my little golem that I call Bean Dude, this adorable little Cleffa. I'm trying to get 50 hours of sleep on it so that I can evolve it. We also got my Umbreon and Espeon, so my Orion and my Eo. Let's see whether or not, ooh, so that gave me 20 extra K. I maxed out the main skill level for my Espeon. And then finally I got my Ninetales, which did not trigger anything at all. So I'm going to swap out my team now. I'm gonna add in my regular ingredient farming team. But the thing is, my Wigglytuff has not been putting in the work. So the opposite over there, my Gengar, is really low on energy, which means I have to use an energy pillow. And I realized yesterday, I actually don't have a lot of energy pillows. So I had to purchase some from the shop just to make sure I start stockpiling a bit on them. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but my webcam quality today looks lower than usual. Not sure what's up with that. But let's pick up our daily gift. We got 20 diamonds, which is great. There's a lot of commotion outside, so apologies in advance. Although I don't think my mic would pick it up. Yesterday, however, it was really loud. They were using the leaf blower to clean the area. So that was like really loud. Let's make our ninja salad. Let's add in some, you know what, let's add some corn, because corn will add for a nice crunch in our salads. And I love it when corn is in season. Oh, and it's a critical meal, which is perfect. That's gonna give us a really great boost, although it's already a level 60 meal. I think other than the big pot salads that I can't make because I don't have a pot expander, the ninja salad is like the best thing that I could make right now. So if I try to level something else, it's just not gonna outscale the strength of a ninja salad. But that brought us up to Master 7. So we jumped a level. We jumped Master 6 and we went straight to Master 7. Which is amazing. So I need to give my Gengar an energy pillow, otherwise he won't be able to perform that well. Okay, let's see. Here it is. And I don't think... Okay, that should be good. And if you're curious what other items I have, this is what it's looking like. So I have 2 helper whistles, 11 energy pillows. I don't have any dream shards because I did use all of them, so no dream shards. And I have all of this candy. So I usually use them when I'm leveling up certain Pokemon, but I guess these are the candies I oftentimes do not touch, which makes sense. And these are my ingredient tickets. Oh, I actually do have a dream cluster, so let's redeem that. The higher level you are, the more dream shards you get from your dream clusters. So I used to have a lot and I hoarded them until I really needed to use them. Otherwise, I just held on to them until I was max level. I have this many main skill seeds. I used to have more, but I used a lot of them on my Ampharos, my Espeon, Umbreon. I got 35 Poke Biscuits, 1 Ultra Biscuit, and 2 Master Biscuits. And then the rest are stones and incenses. I wonder if they're ever going to add sub-skill seeds to the regular shop so us regular players can benefit from that. But before we get into our sleep research, as you guys know, our coffee of the day, she is looking spectacular and scrumptious. So this is my double espresso dulce. I have some cinnamon, white honey, a little splash of Malden sea salt, and let's indulge. Cheers. You know what I think of every time I have my first sip of the day? I tell myself, I can't wait for my second cup of coffee. It's bad. I try to limit myself to 2 to 3 glasses a day. So let's see what everyone got. I hope you guys had a good Tuesday. I had a very good Tuesday. I don't know about you guys in terms of like internet brain rot, but something that has been brought to my attention, not by choice, but just by how popular it has gotten, is this whole Ash Trevino thing on TikTok. She is a 36-year-old mother of 2 daughters, and let's just say a lot of her life choices are very questionable, from early on, before TikTok, up until TikTok now, it's just really questionable. And hearing all the facts, it just makes me feel so sad for her daughters to have their life out there and everyone know who their mom is. And yeah, it's just a sad situation. But I don't really watch her videos or engage in her content, but what I do know about the entire Ash Trevino lore is because of Stephanie Sue's Rotten Mango podcast. And the fact that it made on Rotten Mango is very, very much a big deal because she has several YouTube channels, and Stephanie Sue, she also posts her long format content where it's podcast style, but they're usually topics that are not like true crime or murder mystery. But you gotta understand, like, for her to put it on her Rotten Mango, which is more dedicated to true crime murder mystery, that is a huge statement because she's pretty much making it clear where her stance is on the whole Ash Trevino thing. And let me tell you, she is a great storyteller, and I really admire the dedication she has with her team to really make sure she has all the facts to deliver to you for you to make your own decision on what you think about the matter. And it's just crazy. Like, talk about Arrested Development. That lady is truly the embodiment of Arrested Development, which is when someone shows signs of immaturity or that they're stuck in a certain place of their younger life into their later adult years. And you can see that a lot in just how little self-awareness she has on certain things, the way she acts, the way she behaves, her lack of urgency when it comes to her daughters, and her priorities when it comes to what's more important. To give you an example, I've seen many instances where if a child calls out for their mother, that mom will stop whatever they do to give that child 100% attention. But with Ash Trevino, when she's on her live streams and her daughters are calling out for her, but she's in the middle of a battle, which is like this thing where two content creators, I learned of this recently, but it's supposedly, I may get this wrong, two content creators are on live and they're battling to see like who can get the most donations or like money sent to them, something like that. So she'll be in the middle of that, her daughter's crying out to her, and she's more engaged in what she's doing on TikTok, which is like, you're a full-ass mom, you know? Even though I'm not a mom, I have younger siblings, and if they call out to me, like, my immediate reaction is to drop what I'm doing and tend to their needs, you know? So it's just crazy to see. And it's just so sad for their daughters, because imagine having a role model like that, especially when you're engaging in relationships with the wrong people and introducing them to your daughters. Like, that's so dangerous. On top of that, having your address doxed and like making so light of the entire situation when you know your daughters sleep over your place several times throughout the week, like, that's just so dangerous. And then there's this whole like mattress issue. Like, for her daughter's bedroom, they only share an air mattress, and her reasoning is that they live with her parents, so they don't always sleep with her, which is why she only has like a single air mattress in their bedroom. And they are well over 10 years old, I believe. So that's just not enough space for two young girls. And you may think like, oh, don't shame her, she's a mother, maybe she doesn't have the funds. You know what, that would be my initial reaction too. But the money she makes, like, she has no shame. She will show you receipts of her like $700 grocery bill, where instead of buying fresh produce so that her daughters can have fresh meals and all the nutrients they need because they're growing girls, she would be buying like junk food, Cheetos and bean dip, and that's like her diet, or ordering out all the time. So clearly she does have the funds to provide for her daughters, but she puts herself first. And look, I fully believe there are moments in life where even as a mother, you shouldn't lose your identity and you should put yourself first. But when it comes to the needs or the basic needs of your daughters, or just that instinct of wanting to give them the best, like the lack that she has on that is alarming. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I didn't do my sleep report, but let's do that together. On top of that, she would be like showing off her hauls where she's showing people, viewers, what she bought from like LV or any other designer, and then showing the receipts to show proof that she bought it for like X amount. So it's crazy. And she'll talk very transparently about like how much money she makes off TikTok as well when she's doing her lives, and she makes like a good amount, you guys. Like, she's pretty well off. But yeah, It's just so sad. Are you guys down that rabbit hole too? I feel like it was so hard for the internet to escape the whole Ash Trevino thing. Oh my gosh, look, the little, I was gonna call it an axolotl, but the regular Whooper is hiding right behind this pillar. If there wasn't the little speech bubble there or the ears popping out, I totally would have missed it. And then a Geodude there looking like this rock mound over here. It's pretty cute. But I do have a Paldean Pooper incense out because I wanted to catch one. So let's see if any Pokemon show up hungry or if I'm just lucky enough to catch the Pooper. So I should have a bonus incense. I'm just deciding not to do naps this week. But if you guys are doing naps, let me know. Maybe I'll feel inspired and take some naps in the later part of the day. But the month of March is quickly passing by. Oh, not March, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. February is quickly passing by. It is Pisces seasons, so it's my season. Woo! Shout out to all you Pisces babies. I know that some of you guys are, so feels extra special. It's our birthday month next month, or end of this month too, if you celebrate. If you're like the end tail of February for Pisces. So Paldean Pooper is not hungry. So let's see. I gotta feed it 2 more Poke Biscuits, and then that should catch it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing on my time off, listening to podcasts. No, it's full. That sucks. Well, there's Larvitar over here that's hungry, and I am on the search of a Larvitar. So let's see if we could grab that up at least. Another sip break. In terms of how I'm doing good. The weather in Singapore is... Oh, I got another extra points. That's really good. But the weather here is slowly warming up, I've noticed. And the humidity, it's starting to pick up. And I know this because I have these dehumidifiers in my closet, right? And they are getting used up. There's one in particular where there's like the dry stuff on the top, and then there's a chamber on the bottom where once it gets collected with enough humidity, it liquefies and goes to the bottom. And I'm starting to see a little bit of liquid forming on the bottom, which is how I know that the humidity is picking up. Let's do Paldean Pooper just to show everyone that I finally encountered one. And yesterday my boyfriend was talking to me. You know that meme like Roman Empire? My boyfriend's Roman Empire is everything trap lore related, okay? Like the King Von stuff, if you guys are familiar with that. Drill music, like he loves that. Oh no, right off the bat, this is not what we want. I was looking for a triple ginger, so gonna have to throw this away. But energy recovery bonus, helping speed M, skill level up M, ingredient finder S, helping speed S, and it is a neutral nature. But not what we wanted, so the search continues. So yeah, his Roman Empire is trap lore, and he basically missed a part from our move. So he was talking to me about like what he missed during the past couple months that we were busy moving and everything, and it's just really funny. So he wanted to watch a video on YouTube to basically like update us on what's been happening in the trap world. But let me tell you, the video is like 3 hours long, okay? But because it's like something he's so interested in, I'm like, yeah, sure, let's watch it. I fall asleep within like 40 minutes though, because I don't know, there's just like so much going on, so much nicknames, so much acronyms. It's hard for me to keep up, but I want to be there for him in something that he enjoys. Another thing, it's so slight, but I think I finally perfected my eyebrows. Like, I don't know, just yesterday I was doing them and I was doing something a little different, especially with the end near the tail, and I was like, I think this was what my eyebrows were missing, but I just think they're looking so good. And then I go like really light-handed near the top, but I don't know, or maybe this is just like another iteration of eyebrow blindness before I do them better again. Oh, and another thing, so this is what I'm really excited about. This is like the last of our core furniture that we really needed for the place, but our mirror came in yesterday and I'm so happy because the first time it tried to be delivered, it wouldn't fit, so we had to exchange it to pick out another one. So I was really bummed out because this is the one I initially wanted. It's like very antique style, but you know what, blessing in disguise, I'm glad that didn't work out because the one we have now is just gorgeous. I love it. There's something about solid wood that is just such a beautiful element and touch to add into your home. So I'm very glad. There was 2 colors. There was a darker wood and a lighter wood. I went for the lighter wood because we were scoping around the house and we were deciding where to put it, and I figured near the entryway so that when we leave we can like, you know, adjust ourselves and then leave the place. So I'm so glad that I went with the lighter wood because I just feel like with the lighter wood on a mirror, if it was darker, it kind of like encloses the space, whereas with the lighter wood it kind of just just like opens it up a little bit, especially because it's in the entryway as you see in the picture. If it were a darker wood, it kind of would just close up that narrow spacing, so the lighter wood kind of just keeps it open. And I'm just so obsessed. I love it. Also, don't be shy to mix woods. I know that when it comes to decorating, people tend to pick like schemes of things. And if you ever wonder like, why doesn't my house look like what you see on Architectural Digest, I think it really comes down to when people select pieces for their house, they don't shy away from selecting pieces at different stores instead of going to one store and then buying like a set of it. So my approach now that I've learned since our first place back at home was to really take your time in your pieces and don't be shy to mix and match from different collections as well, because then that's how you really curate something to your personal style and it doesn't end up looking like a showroom. But then again, no shame if you prefer that either. I feel like there's very tasteful ways of doing that and still making it your own. But that was a goal of mine in this place, to really start experimenting a bit more in terms of my personal taste in decor and to play around and experiment a bit more. So mixing woods was something I was a little concerned about because of my previous place. I went for the same light oat color wood for everything, which was beautiful, but it just lacked a little bit of personality, I noticed. So now I'm super happy. I feel like it really highlights my taste, my personality. And when it comes to decor and stuff, my boyfriend doesn't really care about what to choose, so he usually just lets the decision making go to me, and then he ends up really happy with what we're going for. So that's great. I get a lot of flexibility and creativity to play around with different styles and color palettes and choices, and I'm glad that he's just like along for the ride and trusts me in all this. So yeah, the mirror, I'm so happy. I think now if it were things to add to the house that are like nice to have but not necessary, especially because we don't know how long we're gonna live here, I would love to have some sort of like cabinet or console thing behind me just so that I could decorate and it doesn't look so like empty. It looks like I'm in an empty room. A TV console would be nice as well in our living room. Nightstands would be nice as well. For now, we're fine with like the headboard of our bed, but nightstands would be really nice to have. A vanity would be nice to have. But between all that, I think priority would be nightstand and a TV console, just so we could lift the TV off the floor and have better viewing angle experience. You don't want your neck to be too cranked down or too cranked up either. So yeah, those are my little updates. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Join us in the Discord as well if you haven't, just to share your friend code, share your opinion, or if you have like questions. Our community is so great on that as well. And as always, I wish you guys a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, take care, good luck, and have fun. Bye.